Hello guys, and welcome to this video. As you know, the Tony Elumelu Foundation program comes in different phases. First of all, the application, then the online tests, the business plan, submission, that's the summary you uploaded, and now the pitching. And for each stage, people are being removed, people are being shortlisted. So I'm interested to know that if you don't make it to the final stage, which is the disbursement, it wouldn't mean that you didn't do well. No, it just meant that maybe you just didn't fit into the category, or maybe there are a lot of people who are coming from your state or your industry. What do I mean by that? Tony Elumelu Foundation is a diverse program, so in making a decision, they take into consideration, gender diversity, so male, female. They want to make sure everybody has, that equal opportunity. So they want to also make sure every state participates, every state across Nigeria, every country across Africa are duly represented. Yes, Nigeria normally has the biggest, number, but overall, they want to make sure that it is, balanced. And again, the Tony Elumelu Foundation only forms 1,000 people, but every year they have partners come and support them. So those partners might have additional requirements. They might say, "Oh, we just want to sponsor people in the agricultural sector. Oh, we just want to sponsor people in the IC sector." So you might just have a good score, have a good business plan, but your idea doesn't fit into the categories of sponsors, or probably the state where you're from. They just have so many people there, they just have to pick a few people. So I'm taking my time to explain this just to shape your mind a little bit, that if you make it to the disbursement stage, then bravo. But if you don't, don't think that you don't have a good idea. For them to have shortlisted you to pitch means that they believe in your idea and they just want to hear from you. Pitching just means, oh, we'll look at your business idea, we'll look at your business plan, and we think it is a good one. Now come on video and tell us, more about it. So congratulations so far on making it to this stage. And on this video, we will be looking at the pitching, the elevator pitch. Yes. So the Tony Elumelu Foundation had just done a video some days ago on how you could do that. But I just want to also support that video, from another angle, so that you don't just go and do the same thing, right? So I want to give you different sides to pitch and make sense. So there are actually 4 critical parts of the pitching. Yeah, they have the introduction, they have the what you do, they have the what you want, and they have the potential impact. So these are the 4 critical parts of the program, the pitching program: the introduction, what you do, what you want, and your potential impact. And we will be going through that. And also the screen, if you look at the screen now, you also see the template they give. The template they also released, or they would release to you to help you, fit in your pitchings. So, but the thing is that you don't want to, just be like a robot. I don't say my company is this. You just fill in the spaces. It will become boring. When everybody's doing that. So you just want to probably stand out and do and be more flexible when you're pitching. And also when you understand what I'm going to share with you today, it will help you pitch other business plans. Yeah. Remember the 4 critical points your pitch must cover. Number 1, introduction. Number 2, what you do. Number 3, what you want. And number 4, your potential impact. So let's go. Let's start with introduction. When you hear introduction in pitch, okay, before we even go into introduction, let's, like you already know, from your 12 program, elevator pitch is simply a summary, a bird view of your idea. How the word elevator came about, like an elevator somewhere, going to the top building, you meet an investor. What are those things you want to tell them on the spot? What are those things you want to share with him on the spot? You have to really be creative, per se. Don't be structural. Yeah. So I am doing this video, like I said, to support what the Tony Elumelu Foundation did, and also let it serve you the purpose of other, programs. Because I've shared, I've given a screenshot of the pitch, the pitch and template that I'm going to send you. It's just, structural, and it covers everything that you're doing. Like my name is this, my company is this. Yeah. While that is fine, like I said before, just imagine everybody's doing that. My name is this, my company is this. See, you want to be flexible, you want to be different, you want to be creative. Just imagine you're meeting somebody, like I said, in the elevator, in a company. You just say, oh, my name is this, my company is this. You just want to probably, start with something very, very creative. Oh, can you imagine a world where this. Oh, sir, do you know that 3 million people out don't have this? Oh, can you imagine? No, you could just start with 3 million people lack access to electricity in this community. You steal the attention of the person, and you could start, welcome to my video, or welcome to my pitch, or hello, my name is Nzube. I'm the CEO, founder of this, that. So, be flexible, be creative, put it into this, and don't just copy what I'm saying verbatim. I'm very sure that thousands of people watch this video, and just imagine those thousands of people watching this video will copy me verbatim. No, not copy me verbatim. Understand what I'm saying, understand what I'm doing, and use that in your video your own way. You get? And so let's start. Introduction, like I said. Introduction, you want to start with blowing the mind of the person viewing your video. You know what they say, first impression matters. First impression matters. While I recommend, like I keep saying, the recommended way to do it is to what the Tony Elumelu Foundation has shown you guys. But it could just be different. You could just try to be different. Like the program has also mentioned that you mustn't follow their way, but make sure whatever way you've chosen to follow, captures those 4 elements. As an introduction, what you do, what you want, and your impact. So whatever way you want to do it, just make sure it covers. And but don't limit yourself to a particular structure. Dare to be different. So instead of saying, hello, my name is Nzube Okonkwo, I'm the founder of Evolve Africa, you could decide to, bring your name and your company, your organization name as the second paragraph. You could start with a statistics. You could start with an analysis. You could say, you could start with creating an imagination of something in people's mind. Just imagine people who are crippled get to work again. This is what we are doing at cripplex.ng. Hello, my name is Patrick. You start. You get, so, boom, get their attention first, create that first impression, that mighty first impression, then move on. So that's your introduction, basically, who you are. So, but again, if you have, so it's not necessarily just your name, it's fine if you just want to mention your name and your company affiliations, but it also makes sense if you have, let's say, certification to support, what you're doing. I'm Nzube Franklin, the founder of this. I'm an MBA holder from this. I hold certifications from this. I hold this. I have this. I'm a UN, program, whatever. I've attended this program somewhere. I have joined this club somewhere, Young Farmers Club, stuff. Just, that's all about your introduction, making that presence, like that's huge presence, like you've arrived. How you come into a scene, like boom, boom, you are letting people know that yes, you've arrived, and you're telling them, oh, look out, this is who I am. So, but it doesn't just, like I said, if you don't have any of those things, if you don't have the certification, you don't have the education, you don't have the training of any sort to back what you're doing, it's fine to just say your name and, your company name and all of those things. But I think it makes sense if you do have those things. It shows that, oh, you pushing on your own to get knowledge, to be a master in your field. It could be by knowledge, by experience. So just, if it's by experience, mention it. You have 5 years of experience, you have 10 years of experience. So if it's not by experience or by knowledge, if it's by knowledge, mention it. You have an MBA in this program, you have a master's in this program, you have a BSc, even things like BSc matters. If it's not, knowledge it's not just about degree. Knowledge can be a program you attended, it could be a network you belong to, it could be anything else, that adds value, to your claims, to the business you want to pursue. Yeah. So after you've done the introduction, the next thing on that skill is your what you do. Now this is where you say what you want. Like you pour your mind. Let me use the word. You pour your mind, out to the person that will listen to your video. Let me use the word. This is like the chief cornerstone of your pitch. What you do. So if you look at your screen, you're able to see the business summary template submitted. The Tony Elumelu Foundation highlighted the yellow parts that you should pay emphasis on. In the first two sections, we have as your business. The first section where you talked about your business, why you started this business, and the second section where you talked about your unique features. This what you do should cover these two guys. It should cover about your business, how you started the business, and what makes you unique. Very important. It's not enough to say I have an ICT facility. There are ICT facilities everywhere. It's not enough to say you're a farmer. It's not enough to say you're a fashion designer. There are tons of those everywhere. So while you go about saying that you're a fashion designer and that you make bespoke clothes and all, you want to also hit your pinpoint. It's called your USP, your unique selling point. Some other people call it value proposition. So it's at that point you hit it. So as you're introducing yourself, okay, what you do, for instance, it could be I make bespoke clothes for working class people in Lagos, and why that is normal. You can come in from somewhere and say, oh, I'm focusing on oversized people because I discovered that people who are oversized don't find their clothes regularly in the market. That could be a USP. Don't say general words. Don't say my innovation will help people who are in the lower class get quality education. No. It's a broad word. Instead you could say my innovation will help people in the lower class get quality education by doing A, B, C, D. But don't just tell, show. So my innovation will help farmers save their products, avoid post-harvest loss. If you just stop there, you've not done anything. Your innovation will help farmers save or reduce post-harvest loss. How? Remember your unique features. The second part of your business summary. That place. I may not know what you entered there, but that's the point where you bring out these things. You get my innovation will help farmers save their yields or reduce post-harvest loss by, start telling us how. It could be that you're connecting them to a ready market. It could be that you are providing them with a storage facility. It could be anything at all. So, but you are not just telling us what you do. You are telling us how you do it. Right? Does it make sense? It could be that you are, for instance, you are into, say, I like fashion a lot, okay? Let's say you're still into fashion, but you are adding other things like education into your fashion. So you're not just sewing, but you're also training people on how to sew. Right? Because you want to groom other, fashion designers. That could be a unique thing you're doing. Because when you think about the mission of the Tony Elumelu Foundation, part of what they want to do also is not just to reach you. If you watch what they are doing, they want to reach you and in extension use you to employ others. Do you get the network here? Their contact point. But Tony Elumelu Foundation really wants to. If you read their analysis on their website, you discover that they are making predictions that they will reach some 100,000 of people just by empowering you and your colleagues that will win this grant. So they expect you to employ people, empower people, and spread the love across the continent. After you're done with what you do, remember the key thing about what you do. Don't forget, tell and show. Tell, show. Tell, show. Tell, show. Tell us what you're doing. Show us how you're doing it. If you're a cobbler, you make shoes. Show us the shoe. Tell, show. Tell, show. If If you're a farmer, you make tomatoes, show us your farm. If you have one already, if you don't have one, or probably you have tomatoes you process, or you're into meat processing, show us one of the meat you've processed. And another important thing I want you to note is that it's not possible that you want to become an entrepreneur, you're applying to the Tony Elumelu Foundation program, and you've not done some, you're not taking some certain step. You've not gone out to validate your idea. You've not gone out to, if you watch towards the end of your business summary, there's a section that talks about your milestones. Where they ask you, what have you done? You have to be doing something, no matter how small. It could be just a survey. It could be something, to show. In that point where you are showing, you could say, it could be that you are helping farmers, connect to the market. And you're already showing that, you already had customers, you already have farmers who are willing to partner you, are willing to enroll in your program. You are showing traction. I've talked to 100 farmers and they're willing to be part of the program, part of my portal. What I just need now is the website or the app. So what you do connects you to what you want. So you've told the foundation what you do, told them, you've showed them. And now, to accomplish this, to accomplish what you are telling them and what you shown them, look at what I want. And this brings you to the point in your business summary where you have needs and resources. Everything you're going to say on this video, you already submitted it, funny enough. You've done it. So you're not doing something entirely new. So you're just, bringing different components of your business summary and, compressing it to a format video. What do you want? This is the point you go on and say, to do this, I would need a standby generator. I would need to construct a mini factory, or we've already started constructing a factory. This will need $2,000 to complete the factory. Or you want to acquire a machine that could help us, roast our fish, dry it, and preserve it. Or want to build a portal, a website, anything. So your needs and resources, that's where it comes in. And it helps if you're going to be mentioning your financial value, right? It helps if you're saying, after you've listed, to accomplish our goal and to, achieve all of the things we want to do, we need the following. We need ABC, DEF, GHI, JKL, MNO. And all these will cost $5,000. It's important that you stay within that limit. Because even if your program is going to cost, even if your budget is going to cost $2,000, Tony Elumelu Foundation will only give $5,000. But let's say, there's another way to it. Let's say your budget is $10,000. You could say that probably you have $5,000. It could be possible that you have $5,000 somewhere, right? There are people like that have interacted with that applied to this program. They have $1,000 somewhere and they need extra $5,000. Their budget is $7,000. So it's two things. It's either you are just listing the equipments that are within that $5,000 bracket, right? And or if you have to extend, then you're also showing them that you have a means to get the remaining. Because I don't think anybody wants to give you money to have to pay the bank. Once the money is released done to you, it's expected that you use it and work. I hope I'm communicating. If you're not getting what I'm saying, you have more questions, of course, we have that. We like to see your questions, and every single question will be responded to. I'm sweating, it's hot in here, but that's why I'll be fine. So next is potential impact. What's the potential impact? You've told us who you are, you've told us what you're doing, you've told us what you want. Now, if we give you this money, what impact could you make? Remember what I mentioned earlier. The foundation is all about impact. They want to use you to reach other people. So if they have helped you escape poverty through your initiatives, they want to be able to also reach other people and help them escape poverty. So it's a value chain. Tony Elumelu Foundation to you, to other people, right? So this is what to start mentioning for potential impact. So, like I said, the potential impact it's normal for everybody to employ people. So don't just say you're going to employ people. It's expected you employ people. You can't be running a one-man business, right? It's expected you employ somebody. Yeah. So, but instead of focusing on that you employ people, focus more on the direct impact of your program. You know, if you're going to be making, like I said earlier on, you're going to be making clothes for oversized people, mention that through your initiative, so some amount of oversized people will now have clothes at their fingertips. You know, impact is not complete without quantity, quality. So the word impact speaks to something that can be measured. You know, this is a little bit more advanced, you know, from the program scope. But, you know, when you eventually started from this program, and you want to access bigger grants, you want to go for bigger competitions, and Tony Elumelu Foundation is obviously the biggest, you know, entrepreneurship competition in Africa. But let's say you've gotten their grants and you want to get, you know, bigger, the thousands, the millions of grants. There'll be this measure your impact, how to measure your impact, how to measure the impact of your business, especially if you're socially inclined. TEF is a socially inclined grant. Yeah. So we say in the next 2 years, your business would help farmers earn, not just say farmers, because farmers can be in the whole world. We say farmers in XYZ community make extra $20,000 by doing this. Again, show, tell. Sorry, tell, show. Always tell, always show. Always tell, show. You get, direct. Right? If you're into education, it could be that you're empowering young people with ICT skills. You get, so you could say in the next 3 years, my program will have reached 500 young people in Jigawa, and would have also connected them to paid employment. You get, you're direct. You have mentioned that it will empower 500 people with skills and also give them jobs. Direct to as late as possible. Depending on the time you have, I'm going to say, you can measure it in milestones. In the first 2 years, my program would have reached 500 persons, empowered them with digital skills, and connected them with internships and jobs across the world. In the second quarter, we would be doing that. So you could just, you know, bring your 3 years impact into maybe 30 seconds. So that is it about the video. And if you have any questions, you know, or any requests, whatever it is, just, you know, you could either send an email to the email that will be shown on your screen now, or just drop a comment and we will attend to you. Remember, it's a 4-minute video. All of this I've said, you know, it's a long talk I've been doing, but you want to fit them into 4 minutes. So, but we are in Africa, so I will just do a brief pitch with Africa. I'm not going to talk for 4 minutes. I'll just give you a case study that you can, you know, copy. Not copy, but, you know, just emulate. So I'm going to pitch Africa to you. Not pitch, but I'm just going to give you a run through of Africa, what we do, using this syntax: introduction, what you do, what you want, potential impact. Yeah. According to Joberman, out of the 500,000 people that graduate from Nigerian universities, only 100,000 of them go on to secure jobs within the first 3 years. The other 400,000 of them either stay unemployed or underemployed. Hello everyone, I am Nuzepo Okonkwo, the founder and CEO at Evolve Africa, an organization empowering young people who are either students or recent graduates with the skills, resources, and coaching they require to either start a business or get a job. At Evolve Africa, we equip young people with digital skills they require to gain jobs, both locally and internationally. We empower them with skills like digital marketing, graphic designing, data science, product designing. You know, I can go on to list all the courses we do. And we also offer a business kickstart program at Evolve Africa, where we empower young people with entrepreneurship education, coaching, and also link them to potential investors to help fund their ideas. Through our programs, we either empower young people to pursue a profitable career, not just here in Nigeria but abroad, or they could enroll in our business programs and get the education they need to start up the business and the connection to get investment. The good thing about our program is that we don't just train young people on digital skills. We also link them to internships, volunteer positions, not just here in Nigeria but across the world. I've just done what I've just introduced myself, and I've said what we're doing. So far, so good. Within the past 1 year of our program, we've only been able to reach 200 persons due to limited resources. So we require the following: a training complex in Abia State and in Abuja. We require a website and an e-learning platform where young people across Nigeria can log on and be part of our programs. Because with our physical training centers, it's only limited to people in the immediate environment. But with the online learning, anybody across Nigeria can actually log on and take part of our programs. Already, we have trained 200 people within the past 2 years, and those 200 persons are either employed, working with organizations, or running their business successfully. And then with the empowerment from the Tony Elumelu Foundation, we'll be able to reach an extra 500 people in the coming years and link them to global opportunities. So this is like an unplanned pitch. I didn't look at it, just an unplanned pitch, because it is what I do. So I could just bring up ideas from my head and go. But even though it's unplanned, to you it makes sense, I guess. You understand? So that is it about that. And what to keep in mind is make your videos long to get up to at least 3 minutes, but it should exceed 4 minutes. Don't make a 1 minute video or 2 minute video. If since they say 4 minutes, try to make 3 minutes at least and get it up to 4 minutes if possible. But don't exceed 4 minutes because they might not disqualify. I don't know their criteria. Then, secondly, don't use a slide. Yeah, according to them, the slide would help you. Slide could make you, not manage your time. You just have 4 minutes to say all of these things. So you want to look at your screen and talk. It also helps if you have a good camera, you're in a good environment. But if you have a good camera, it doesn't really matter. You just make sure they are seeing you and they are hearing what you're saying. Don't just say what you're doing, show how you're doing it. And if possible, if you have an item to show, if what you're offering is a product, physical product, you can show it on the screen and let it be part of you what you're pitching or presenting. So, what again? I think that would be all. And but like I said, if you have any questions, you could drop it in the comments, send us an email, and somebody will be on standby to respond to you. Thank you for watching this video, and all the best. Bye.